Late night beer thoughts. How much does a band's live performance affect how much you like them on record? So you go and see a band live, because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Bands play music and they tour and you go and see them and you go, woo, and we love them. But if their live show just doesn't quite live up to how good they are on record, how much does that change your perception and your enjoyment or your love of that band? I was talking to a student of mine and he recently saw Circa Survive and was disappointed with I think Anthony Green in particular, but the overall show seems to have diminished his enjoyment and love and passion for that band. And it got me thinking about the bands that I've seen who've exceeded my expectations. It can work the other way around as well. Or bands I've seen that I've been a little disappointed by and I've not really listened to them that much since. There's a few examples I've got. I used to like the band Atreyu. Some of their old stuff, I don't know if they're still around. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've listened to Atreyu. But some of their old stuff, I went to see them live. They were supporting someone. 36 Crazy Fists, it might have been. A long time ago. And they were absolutely appalling. Because the drummer does the singing, or did the singing. And he just can't play drums and sing. And it put me off so much that I haven't listened to them since. And then there are bands like Closure in Moscow. First Temple, incredible album. Absolutely amazing. I cannot get enough of every note on that album. And I saw them live and they absolutely nailed it and it was perfect and I love them even more. And then they played some stuff. This was before they released Pink Lemonade. They played a few songs from their upcoming album Pink Lemonade and they were incredible and they were just amazing songs. I was so excited and then I got the album and I listened to it and I was so disappointed. They just weren't. The record hadn't captured quite how they had written the songs and how they performed the songs. Every Time I Die are another example. I've seen them live a couple of times and just the power and the passion and it makes you feel it's such a visceral, deep feeling when you see them live. It's incredible. And on CD, on record, it's never quite captured that. So that's kind of the other way round. I've had a bit to drink, it's fine, I can slur my words. That's the other way round. So I love them as a live band and on record they just don't really excite me. Low Teens is about the closest they've got and that sounds excellent, but live, they're a live band. Go see them live. And then there are bands like Grumblebee. I don't know how many of you have heard of Grumblebee. There's a guy called Jack Bennett, cracking dude. Hey Jack. But his songs on record are so wonderfully produced. He went to Chris Crummett for his first EP. Crummett's just the god almighty of recording. Yeah, I love him. I love you, Chris. Not that you're ever going to watch this, but I love you, Chris. Cheers to you. But Jack Grumblebee, he went to Chris Crummett and the production is just absolute perfection. It's incredible and there's so much stuff going on the album, on the EP, not the album. And it's wonderful. But then I saw Jack live and it's just him and a bassist and a drummer. So it loses everything. But that works wonderfully with Jack Grumblebee. I keep calling him Jack because that's his name, really. But it works perfectly. It's a completely different thing to what the EP was. But it works. He just makes it work. He's got such a stage presence, such a passion and such a love for playing that it just comes across and it works in an incredibly different but wonderful way. So I think it can work a few ways. You can love a band on record and be completely disappointed by them live, Atreyu style. You can love a band live and then be disappointed by them on record, Every Time I Die, Closure in Moscow. Or you can love a band equally both ways. Grumblebee, Jack Bennett, absolute genius. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time. I've got a moustache now, so I'm sure I get foam in it. Heady tash. I'm done.